What's up, everyone? This is Movie and Game Lover 98, and today I'll be doing a video where I review the PlayStation 2 Slim model. Yep, I'm finally reviewing a PlayStation console. So yep, let's get started. I hope you guys like this review on the PlayStation 2 Slim model. So yep, we all know the PlayStation 2 Slim model. It released some point in the 2000s after the original fat PlayStation 2 model launched in North America in the new millennium 2000, but this one came out in maybe some point after the year 2000. So yep, I'm going to review its overall look and to say whether or not I recommend it. So yep, here's the console itself. You know what it looks like. If you got a black this is the silver model I'm going to show off in this video. Yep, you got your basic PlayStation 2 logo. We got the letters PS2 and then the logo for the PlayStation 2. And you got your plug-in for, to put in your power cord and the AV cables. Or if you get that HDMI cord, which I'll show you about the USB things in a sec. And you got the little tray, which I'll show you what it does in a sec. And you have your single buttons right here. This is the eject button to open the tray. Whereas on the original fat model, you had to push the button to open the disc tray on the original fat model. But this one, you can push it to lift up the tray. And this is where you power on your PS2, which that's how you power it on. And to basically turn it off, you basically have to hold it down until the light is red, like when it's powered on. Like this would be green if it was on, but since it's off right now, it would be red. And like I said, to basically turn it all the way off, you have to hold it down. Unlike other PlayStation models, you just have to press the power button until it turns off completely. This one, you have to hold it down until it turns red again to say it's turned off and it's no longer being used. Yep, this is where you plug in your memory card slots, just like uses two memory card slots, just like the Nintendo GameCube or your backwards compatible Wii that plays GameCube games. And this is where you plug in your two controllers, or you can use a little multi-tap if you want to play PlayStation 2 games that can be played with up to 4 people. If you make sure to read which games for PlayStation 2 support 4 players, which I'm sure most of them do, like the WWE SmackDown vs. Raw games, or any other PlayStation 2 games, even ones like, I think I mentioned this in the original Xbox, like, Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2, or many of those other games. And yep, this is where you plug in your controller right here. This would be the controller right here, which I'm actually going to be doing its separate review in the next video. So that's going to be my next review where I review the PlayStation 2 controller. So I'm just explaining this is the controller you plug in to the slot right here to plug it in. And then you got 2 USB ports. Yep, this is where you plug in if you had that little HDMI converter for PlayStation 2. But it says it will also work for PlayStation 1. And yep, this PlayStation 2, of course, can also play, PlayStation 1 games, because, Sony made the right choice to still be doing backwards compatible. So if you guys really think that, if you guys thought that the Wii was the first one to really be backwards compatible, think again. PlayStation 2 was really the first console to really go backwards compatible. Well, technically the first PlayStation console, because I don't know which console was the first to be backwards compatible, even though I've watched a video from the famous YouTuber Scott the Woz on which was the first console to go backwards compatibility. So I'll just say this was the first PlayStation console to go backwards compatible. Yep, like I said before about the controller ports, if you also have this multi-tap to play 4-player games, you can plug up to 4 memory cards. They were brought up saying you could brought up to 4 memory cards if you use the multi-tap with PlayStation 2 games that are also 4-player, along with other consoles. You can plug in up to 4 controllers easily. Yep, you got the little, whatever that emblem is. I don't know what that emblem is. And yep, I forgot. There's the Sony logo, because that's the company that made the PlayStation consoles and even made some aforementioned televisions and DVD players and even VCR players, and yeah. So yep. So overall, what do I think of the PlayStation 2 Slim model? It's a nice console variation of the PlayStation 2 in my opinion. I think it even outdid better than the original PlayStation 2, because how it would sometimes give some factory problems, because some people said they didn't have a way to play DVDs back in the day, so they used this thing as their DVD player when they had the original PlayStation 2 fat model. But this model can do the same thing too, play DVDs. So I guess if you want a way to play DVD discs on a machine, this is the way to go. But if you'd rather just play your PlayStation 2 games, have at it. So yep. And my overall recommendations. So do I recommend this PlayStation 2 Slim model? For PlayStation 2 fans or just PlayStation gamers in general? Absolutely. It's worth your buy, because it's worth having if you want to have, if you're a fan of some Sony products or just like to play some games that you're just a PlayStation gamer fans like. And yeah. So anyways, yep, I recommend the PlayStation 2 Slim model. I think it runs the original PlayStation 2 a run for its money, in my opinion. And yeah. So anyways, yep, that's going to be it for my review, everyone, on the PlayStation 2 Slim model. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and stick around for my next video, like I said, where I now will review the PlayStation 2 controller. So yep, stick around for that video coming up right about next. Right now, guys, on the PlayStation 2 controller. Coming up next.